Check out thechosenprime.com in the link in the description below for this and other great items.
Alright everyone, welcome to another RFC Reviews. I'm your host Diecast, and today we have Titans Return Deluxe Class Hot Rod, and he finally got his name back. He is finally not Rodimus or any of those other things they were calling him. He is finally Hot Rod again, and he looks pretty decent. For a simplified deluxe class figure, which is kind of what they're going for. Just as size comparison, we'll put him in with Hardhead, just so you can get a sense of size. He's a little bit taller than Hardhead, but not by much, especially with the shoulders. It makes him look a lot taller. So get Hardhead out of the way. And we'll come in and take a quick look at the face sculpt. Very nice face sculpt on it. You have some silver paint in here on the chest. Nice Autobot logo, some flame details on here. You got a little ab section right there. Come down to the bottom, not too much. This is just gray plastic, little silver paint on there. The pipes are straight gray plastic. Same thing on the arms. You do have some headlights on the top here and some little white bits up top at the top of his shoulders. And that is pretty much it for paint in his robot mode. Yellow spoiler, which has a lot of paint on it. It's a ton of yellow paint. And you can see there are some chips on mine. I did not get a package with this. I did not get a collector's card with this. I got this off a Chinese website. So call it what you want. Call it a early test sample, a reject figure that didn't pass quality control, which I can go into. I did notice a couple things on this. Or a stolen figure, whatever you want to call it, whatever makes you feel good. I like to go with the rejected quality control figures. And one of the things I say, the reason is, you can see right at this silver part, this silver pin right here, you see a little stress mark right there. And I believe that pin should be all the way in, and that way it comes out a little bit more on this side. And I think that's why, because when we transform into robot mode, you'll see those two pins just hit each other and cause a gap right here. So I will, of course, try to tap them in very lightly to see if that works. So actually, let's go into articulation real quick. His arms are on a hinge. You can get out about that much, although it does look silly because his shoulder's on top of his head. Without that, his arm can only go out about that much. You can get a full 360. Of course, you just have to watch the spoiler on the back. His arm is on a single joint, which gives you 90 degrees only. His hands are just have a hole in them, and that's as far as they go in for transformation. You do have this panel at the bottom blocking anything that he may hold. This is one of his guns. His other gun is exactly the same, just an opposite of the same gun, but they can peg into his hand, and he holds them just fine. So that's always good. He does have a rotation at the elbow, but he can only go that far due to the peg or the clip that's back here. Also on this clip you can see there are some stress marks. So he does have a waist swivel, upper thigh swivel, ball jointed leg, and go all the way back, almost all the way forward, out to the side about that much, And then his knee is almost 90 degrees. The pipes are just in the way on the back there, but it's almost getting you 90. And then his foot can tilt forward about that much and back about that much. So you can get him, he is in that natural A stance, but you can tilt him forward just a little bit or back if you want to get a little bit more posability out of him. So there is that. And the head, of course, is the standard Titan Master head. You can get a little bit of wiggle and waggle on it. A little bit of wiggle. And then let's go ahead and take a look at his Titan Master. I do forget the name of his Titan Master. His Titan Master has no paint whatsoever. He is all gray. And his arms are the standard Titan Master arms. It can give very small hugs to very small people. And we'll just put him off to the side. Before we get into transformation, I am going to try and hammer those pegs down, see if I can get them down just a little bit, and then we'll be back. And we're back. I tried to hammer those pins in. I was very unsuccessful. Hopefully that will be taken care of on the versions that everyone gets in retail packaging. So let's go ahead and get this guy transformed. First thing you want to do is we're going to come to the back. We're going to untab the backpack. It tabs in right on the front section of the car right there. Going to rotate it around, and then we're going to leave it like that for now. Come up to the front. We're going to unclip the front of the hood, or the front of the car. That's like that, and then we can flip out the nose section of the car. Come down, rotate the waist around. Everyone can see where this is going. Open up the legs. We're just going to flip the feet in, rotate these up. And then you can see, this is the part where I was talking about, those two pins are causing this section not to close up into the rear exhaust. So kind of disappointing, but like I said, hopefully this is just a reject figure or a factory second figure, and that's why it has no box or packaging, just because it was thrown in the pile not to be boxed. Close that up. The wing will tab in on the leg pieces here, and that's one gripe I have about this too. On mine, the wing is a little crooked. It's actually getting better now, but I think I was pressing on it so hard I actually cracked the spoiler on the inside right there. That's not unless it's just a paint crack line, but I think it may be an actual crack in the plastic on that centerpiece right in there. So again, this may not be a true production version. We're going to flip in the hands, which I kind of just did off camera, straighten the arms, and then when you come in to tab them in, they're going to tab on the front of the car, just like so. And then the rear here, you just have to pull it apart just a little bit so the exhausts sit in behind the rear exhaust. Same thing on this side. Just lift that up a little bit and then straighten that all up. And that should tab all together quite nicely. It does look like there's almost a space for a matrix if you have one. Let's see. Let's just try and shove a matrix in there. We'll do the little Masterpiece hot rod. doesn't really peg in, but it does fit. But it doesn't hold in, so it does roll very nice. It's a little... It feels a little uneven, almost like it's not sitting on the ground with all four wheels, but the wheels all do roll. Again, you do have your Titan Master that you can put inside, and that just opens up right there, and you can sit him right in there, just like so. And again, no real detailing inside. You could probably see there's space for some control panels or something, but just no real detailing in it. And then that can, of course, close up, and you can see the peg right there. That pegs into that gray piece right there. And not well. Not well, I might say. But to do a size comparison, here he is with Chrome Dome, so you can get an idea how they scale. He is a little bit wider than Chrome Dome, but only due to the and a little bit longer, but only due to the smokestacks on the side. So again, paint, we'll get a quick look. You got the flames on the front, which continue on that bumper piece we flipped around. The headlights here, and nothing on the side. You have this blue, this clear blue windshield on the back. No paint at all. So all the paint apps were pretty much, and there is the grill paint, two little black spots right there. But all the other paint was reserved for basically robot mode. So there you have Titan's Return Deluxe Class Hot Rod. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like me on Twitter at Diecast2. Oh, and one more thing. The guns can plug into the front of the vehicle right here, just like so. And there you have the guns plugged in, and it can still roll. See you guys next time.